Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Dying Time is here once again with a new competition. This time it is the Crusty Cornhuskies. And the first game we have is the Uncultured Club. This is a Bretonian team. Oh, actually, it is a mixed team. In this particular competition, it's not going to be... Some of the teams that we saw in the last competition are not going to be in this one. It's going to be all new teams, and it's going to be a this one's a mixture versus another mixture, versus small minds. And with this particular team, it's the all small people team, so you're going to have goblins and halflings and a few of their, big guys to go along with them, type of thing. But the other one is an all human team, so it's going to be all shorties versus all regular human size. Alright, so we go for the coin toss here, and we're going to see who is up. But yeah, so we decided to do a new competition, and we are going to have, like I say, these new teams. We will get back to the teams of the last competition, but we wanted to introduce some more, and there might be a few more teams, and you'll just then see a lot of these. But this is all part of the same league, but as competitions go along, they'll be mixing and matching, and so you'll see in this particular competition we've got these, but in future competitions we'll see some of these go against some of the teams that you saw in the last competition. Anyway, alright, so we got Small Minds seem to be set up. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's the, yeah, Small Minds is setting up right now. It looks like the Uncultured Club have got sort of a standard line there. They don't really have a lot in the far backfield, so if the ball gets kicked really far back, they're going to run back for it. They have a couple agile ones here. Meanwhile, the short ones have a little further back. Oh, I see. Okay, well, they're kicking off, so that makes sense. Perfect Blood Bowl weather. Well, perfect day for the first ones if it's a perfect Blood Bowl weather. You can see on the Small Minds team they have a couple of these of the cheater kind of players, which actually 3 of them on the field, and one of them is going right now. It is the Fanatic. He has to be he's pulled along by his chainsaw, or by his big ball, and we have the chainsaw has now gone out there and knocked out one of the human players there. One of the big ones. Now, this is Small Minds. Now, here, bear in mind, it's not all small players. He has a big guy here and a big guy here, but they are still small minds. That is the idea behind the team. So these may be small biologically. The other ones are just simply small brains, big bodies. Lint Monkey has the ball, and fellow Goblin is running forward to guard up there. Oh, I'm sorry, no, Mr. Longstick Haha has the, and he is a Poger, has the ball. The other one, Lint Monkey, has gone up to guard. We see a little tiny Stompling going up here. Tattoo. Diplin! And Tree Man heading up. Now, this is the only, ironically, this one might be the biggest mind of all of them, is the tree. Alright, so Uncultured Club getting into the way. Oh, Dauntless going up against the big guy. You're going to find a lot of that in the Bretonians. Oh, and we get a double knockdown. So as it gets turned over, let's see who these players are here. On the small teams thing here, we got the Internet Troller, appropriate name for the troll. We've got Lint Monkey behind him. Big, ugly... Oh! The Internet Troller has found somebody online to mess with. It's like, I hate your comments! He has definitely gotten into the comments section. And the Poger has gone forward. That is Mr. Longstick Haha has broken through the line. After that hole has been punched, he has made it up there, and he's going to be guarded by Blind Date. That makes it very appropriate. You've got the Pee-wee Vermin, who is the... he looks like he's got some grenades there, is going to guard against him. That's not usually doing what a grenadier usually does. Now, Tree Man is going to block on the other side. It looks like, actually, they've pretty much gotten themselves in the position they want to be on that side of the field, so they're just going to knock some people here. Oh, and then Chainsaw Warrior, actually, who's known as Spinderella, has gone over here to guard against some of the humans. And we have... Oh, no, Spinderella is the one with the ball and chain. Knocking back Susie Banshee, who's now stunned. Now, alright, so this one, I think they're named after 80s bands. Artov Noise. I don't quite get that one. Oh, and the Blitz comes in, and they both go knocked down. Now, the Uncultured Club loses their player down there, goes unconscious, but the ball has gone free onto the ground. However, it does go to Small Minds, and one of them can go pick it up. And Mr. Longstick, has gotten up. Oh, and there goes the Lon Chainsaw. Alright, the Chainsaw Warrior has knocked down... Actually, what is he actually called? He is called a loony. Knocked him down. Now, one of the other human players gets knocked out of the field. The audience has their way with him. Oh, I like how Pee Wee Vermin donned his hat to him, took his hat off to salute him. And now, Blind Date has the ball. His ball is going towards the end zone. The Internet Troller is going to knock down another. Oh, and he has found somebody else in the comment section to deal with. And here comes down the road, Lint Monkey, down to guard. He's actually become quite a good blocker in this one. On the other side of the field, these are a little less important. So you can see, actually, it was kind of a smart strategy here to start knocking down this way, and there aren't really a lot of rerolls. They both have their rerolls. I'm surprised that Uncultured Club didn't use it, but these are first level, or I mean, teams that are just kind of starting out, so they don't have a lot of rerolls. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to make sure to narrate these games from the beginning, so you can kind of see them grow from the beginning. And here goes them for the touchdown. Small Minds for the touchdown. Of course, he has to turn around and spank himself there. Eat a little butt. That was... got to do his little dance there. Oh, and he gets himself smacked. All right, well, good on Small Minds. They have gotten themselves a score on the board in this first half. And everybody's trying to figure out who's going to get back on this field. Alright, so, what was the one? Blind Date was the one who got that touchdown. And now, Small Minds are losing some of their top players there because they got the touchdown. That's one of the things that, while it's good for them to have gotten a touchdown very quickly, at the same time, now that they've gotten that touchdown, they've lost their, their top players there. Or their cheating players, which are really their top players. The chainsaw one, the one with the ball and chain, and the one with the bombs all got called off, and that may have actually been a strategy on the part of the Uncultured Club. Let them just get that touchdown, because they were using them to really beat them up. So it's like, alright, well, we're losing players quickly. Let them get the touchdown, lose those players, and then we'll deal with what's left. In fact, they may not even have a full field there. Oh, the Halfling is kicking off. Perfect little weather. More good weather with just a gust of wind. Let's see how many there are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. So they are missing 2 players. And so now you're going to see Uncultured Club really start pushing forward. You've got Psychedelic Fur, the Yeti, push forward on the left side. And you see one of the Art of Noise. There we go. One of the what are they called? I can't think of their names, but anyway, it's one of the one of those who was really good at acrobatics and that sort of thing. Has pushed through there, and a few more. Thomas Toons. Oh, and Blondie cannot pick up the ball. And there she goes. Now she managed to catch it. She says, "No more words. Get this ball." And that was, he didn't use that, the reroll. It was probably smart before, because he did not use the reroll before. Remember, there was a time where it seemed like it would have been logical to use it. He did not use it, and it ended up being good for him, because he saved it for a more important time, picking up the ball, and now getting kicked in the face with a tree. I hate when that happens. Yeah, I like how the Snotling suddenly jumped up from behind the gigantic creature there. You couldn't see him, but it just all of a sudden, his hand just popped up from behind. Oh, I like the ogre here, Jenny Craig. Jenny Craig is the one that's gotten into their face, and now they're going to try to block them over here on this side. They were breaking through, maybe for a catch so they could pass it, but they're not going to let that happen. They're just going to punch them in the face, as you see. Looks like a peasant down there. It's the Howlin' Oat. Oh, the Howlin' Oat just got knocked down, but he is not out. Depeche Mode is over there. Susie and Banshee. Oh, and one of them tried to get past one of the circus performers, but couldn't quite make it. He got tripped. So we go back over here to the Uncultured Club. There's Antisocial is pushing forward in the center, and Howlin' Oats goes to assist over here on the left side, going at that halfling. And Shorty McLong has been stunned, and now the wild animal tries to move forward, but he is just too wild. Alright, it's continuing to push a little ways there. And she's running through. Who is that? Blondie is running through. She has the thrower. She is now going to do a somersault. Passes it. The pass is good. It's further up the field, and now we can't. Oh, and he went for the touchdown. For some reason, our camera could not move. And the Arroyo Speedwagon for the touchdown. Viking has pushed through and gotten to the end there. So it's now tied up. There are the human cheerleaders. Apparently we're cheering for the other team as well, so they're a little bit of going either way. These cheerleaders swing both ways, apparently. Alright, so now... yeah, you have three... there is the reason. Those three there were the reason why the Uncultured Club had an easier time in that particular drive. Because... as I said before, Small Minds, they did really well in that first drive. It's better than I expected, actually. With short players, usually don't go very fast. They made a really good drive, but that was because they had all three of their cheating players out there. And now, actually specifically, it's not just called cheating, it's called secret weapons. All their secret weapon players were out there, but they all got called off for cheating. And so now they don't have an entire setup there. And in fact, most of their players are the tiny ones. And so these humans, who still have all of their players and regular non-cheating players, are going to have a much easier time of it. Now, they are kicking off, but it is tied 1-1, so they may be able, and we still have a lot of time in this half. Alright, is this quick snap? All players with small minds may move to one adjacent square. Alright, so they see it coming. Blind Date, who made the touchdown before, is going to get under it. But this is going to be very interesting. Oh, and he is building a box already. Because we still have, 3 turns left. I don't know that it's enough for these small minds to make it there, but they can actually do a bit. But there's also, the humans have a bit of time to start doing damage and injuring some of these small minds players. So, they might have peaked way early. And Blind Date has the ball. They're going to try to push through the center there. They're definitely going to re-roll that. It's a good thing they saved that re-roll because they got a couple of skulls there. Push through that center. Does he have the room for it? Yes, he does, especially with how small and stinty he is. Blind Date has gotten through there, or she is. And the little halfling's going to go over here to Shorty McLong is going to guard against the Yeti. That's a perfect thing. Well, I guess he's going to have a little bit of help from a pogo stick goblin. That makes sense here. Everything in Blood Bowl here makes total sense. Alright, the other halfling, I Am Small, is going to go over here to block against Susie Banshee. And they're going around. They try to slip around the Yeti, and the Yeti will have none of that. And so the internet troll has been kicked out of the chat room. And now you can see the humans have 2 players. I can see Blind Date is looking over at each of them like, uh-oh, oh no, I'm in trouble, aren't I? Oh, and the frenzy comes in. He's going to get behind Blind Date, knocking into the pogo stick from behind, and he is completely laid out. And now the humans are going to put out somebody in the outfield, Howlin' Oats, somebody who can then catch the ball, because, they're about to get the ball here, and so they're going to want some people to pass to. Oh, and then a double knockdown. Oh, Lint Monkey is KO'd, but he did his purpose. He served his purpose, because now it goes back. Turnover when they had perfect line drive right there to Blind Date. He was right there in their grasp, but instead he slips through the center of both of them. There were two of these people who could have gone after him, smacked him, tackled him, but he just had a wide open shot. But now, when they tried to go and block for him, the small mines have been knocked down, and so now they have a second chance to go after this. All right, what's his name? Thompson Twins gets on the one side, and here comes the Blitz on the other, knocking into Blind Date, who sidesteps around, but does not knock him down. He is still up, and he is very stinty. He is mocking them. He's showing his butt to them, so they're going to try to surround him to make it harder for him to make that touchdown, bringing as many of their men here to, many other people here to stop him as possible. He's just looking around, teasing them in every direction. Oh, Jordan McLaughlin is knocking out. Now, this is kind of what I was talking about. The Uncultured Club can actually spend a lot of time just knocking out a lot of the shorty, what do you call it, the small mines groups. Oh, and they are really sending everybody around there to surround him. Like, no, you aren't going anywhere, buddy. You just try it. And bring along even more. Now, this is what I call overkill. They got everything except for one little place. Can he slip through there? And, oh, now it gets turned over by Yummy Pudding Pop. Has knocked one of them down, who was trying to knock him down. And here he goes. Can Blind Date slip out of that? Oh, well, they're going to try to send the pogo stick in there to make a little bit of a gap. Oh, okay, they're just going to go in and try to interfere a little bit, it looks like. And here we go. Can he make it? Titchy. Oh, he cannot. Oh, wait, he does. Oh, I see. They grab him. They do not get him. He goes in. Blind Date for another touchdown. He seems laughing about that, showing his butt off to the crowd. They had, not only were they surrounding him, but they actually had skills that could take him down. But nothing can take down Blind Date. Wow, small mines for the touchdown. That was impressive. And that is 3 touchdowns in one half. That is not done very often, especially not, I mean, you know, with elves, especially if you have 2 elf teams, yeah, you can have that quite a bit with a lot of passing, but there's not been a lot of passing in this. This has just been a lot of fast drives, and that was on turn 8, the end of that half. So we're going to clear out this half with this last drive, well, actually, with this last kickoff. I don't doubt there's going to be much that happens, but they're going to just sort of put themselves on the line. How much does Small Mines even have left here? I'm not quite sure. It's hard to see them sometimes. There's Blind Date right behind, showing off his butt again. He loves to do that, apparently. And a rock comes in. Woody Barrelson suffers an injury. Oh, Woody Barrelson. The tree is knocked down by a rock. Apparently, rock takes down tree. Alright, so now what they're going to do is just start injuring each other to try to get them out. I am small, just stunned, but they're going to try to take each other out so they don't come out for next half or maybe even kill them. So far, just a lot of knocking around. He's going to try to take down that halfling. Apparently, they want to take down Yummy Pudding Pop. Now, with a leaping kick, I would think you would miss the halfling. Oh, somebody's going to go running down the field. Maybe just trying to get some experience points there. Or star player points, I guess it's called. Oh, Blondie kicks the ball up into her hands. And long pass, somersault. Oh, 2. Oh, actually, okay, just have it pass to this one right here. And again, the camera will not go with us. Oh, we're still back here with Blondie. Oh, and he just takes a run. And there we go, on to the next half. Halftime. All right, so let's get into the musical entertainment. Oh my, we have so now Small Mines. Oh, okay, looked like they were staying down. I was gonna say Small Mines losing 5 players in the second half would have been just devastating, but it looked like at the very last moment 2 of them got back up. All right, so setting up, we have the Uncultured Club is getting themselves into position. Oh, all right. It looks like both of them had a preconceived position. So, going to the Culture Club, but it is or Uncultured Club, but it is a blitz. So the Small Mines is going to be able to push through here. Ooh, it looks like they're going to be able to get their big guy under the ball, or at least into position to threaten anybody. Oh, there we go. And now is that going to be Blind Date? He's going to run all the way around and get into place. Oh, Tattoo this time. He's going to run all the way around, get into place just to catch the ball. So they are kicking into themselves. These Small Mines are kicking into themselves. They have really been doing well with a lot of with their luck and with a lot of their choices here. Much better than expected, actually. Alright, and then here comes in one of their goblins, Monkey, getting into position. They know where they're kicking it to, so they are going to put themselves completely in the position. Oh, and he slips! Is he going to? He is going to use his one reroll. Oh no, he has a couple of rerolls. And the reroll is wasted. So, but his body's at least in the way. And unfortunately, Tattoo could not keep hold of the ball, so they did kick it to themselves, but he just didn't get it there in time. The ball goes loose onto the ground. And Art of Noise making way. Yeah, I would hope that when Yeti hits a tiny guy like that, he would probably be injured. And by the looks of it, his butt was injured. Oh, wow, and it is completely clear over here on the left. The Uncultured Club are able to run out there, put themselves out for a couple of catchers to get into position to catch the ball, to throw into them. And they don't even have to go widely away from each other. They can. Oh, even with sure hands, he can't get the ball. That's Adam Antisocial cannot pick up the ball. They do have it surrounded, but it does go back to Small Minds. And the Tree Man gonna just wander on in there, start knocking some people around, making a gap. Twisted Sister getting knocked back. That, of course, puts the Tree Man, Woody Barrelson, into position. Big, Ugly, and Dumb also in position, so they're going to guard that ball at least. The Small Minds are really trying to keep hold of their lead, and they actually might be able to do that here. Oh, I like how just after he made that knocking, one of the other guys cheered. Oh, man, a double knockdown right there in the center. So Uncultured Club does have two people out there ready for the catch, but they have to get the ball first, and there are a lot of people there to stop them. The Small Minds have 3 people there to stop them, plus other people to keep them from picking up the ball. They're going to try to make a space there. They're going to use up a reroll. I think it's their own. Oh no, one of their rerolls. And with the Frenzy going, who is that? It's that Frenzy. Beastie Boy. Beastie Boy making room, and they're sending out another passer rather than sending somebody else to help the creature. Man, it's just that left is completely clear, and they're just Uncultured Club is just trusting that they're going to be able to get the ball, so they're running their catchers out there to get it. Who are these catchers out there? That is Susie Banshee and oops. Oh, and one of them trips on a tree stump there. Blondie is knocked unconscious. I thought this was going to be Blondie out here, but apparently not. That is Depeche Mode is out there. Blondie is now unconscious. And they try to pick up the ball, but the ball goes flying. Well, I'm not sure why it wasn't a turnover before there. Did Blondie... No? I don't know. I would have thought that would have reversed it, but the ball apparently went free. Alright. If anybody else saw it, you can put it in the comments. Okay, and so now on to Small Minds. They're just going to start kicking the players around. Oh, and little guy trips a big guy. Is he going to use the reroll on that? Doesn't look like it. He was going in for a blitz, but not going to try it. So, going back to the Uncultured Club, can they get some of these guys out of their way? Oh, yeah. Yummy Pudding Pop is knocked unconscious. He is out for the rest of this. And somebody's going to go in there to get the ball. Twisted Sister gets the ball, and she cannot pick it up. They're going to do a reroll, and she has it now. Kicks it up into her hands. Comes down over here. Oh, got right into position. And here comes the throw. Oh, throw over here, so he's going to get it first. He's going to get a little further down the road. And give it to one of these. Alright, it is Depeche Mode has it. And she goes in for the touchdown! It is tied up. Uncultured Club 2, Small Minds 2. Gonna do a little skull dance, apparently. The humans have reason to celebrate, bringing out their cheerleaders. It was well played. That was a bit of a struggle to get that ball. It was sort of all over the place, but they managed to get it and push down the field. Alright, setting up for this. Now we're going to see if Small Minds can break this tie and get it down the field. We still have quite a bit left. We have Turns 12 through 16 for Uncultured Club and 11 through 16 for Small Minds. So there's a lot of time left for this. This is still anybody's game. It could stay at a tie, but most likely with the speed at which these two teams have been scoring, I'll bet there's going to be another score here. Alright, Uncultured Club do not have people very much in the backfield, so they're pretty certain that there isn't going to be any long pass or anything. Comes the blitz, this time from the Uncultured Club. They're going to be able to run in there and catch that ball. Well, now they might actually get another score. They are fast enough they can get there. You do have some of the Small Minds in the backfield, but man, how many players do they even have anymore? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, they still have the 9. It's just hard to see some of them, especially when they're behind these big ones. So yeah, here's the big question: are they going to be able to get that ball? I mean, it did go loose there. All right, so yeah, you didn't really get a lot of the Uncultured Club back there in the backfield, but they're going to be able to pick that thing up and start making that run. Now, because the Uncultured Club went in through the right, that's their what would you call it? That's going to have the Small Minds wanting to go around here to the left, which that might actually be a smart strategy on the part of Uncultured Club, because if they wanted them to go to the left, the best thing to do was pressure them on the right and get them going that direction. Now, they've gone a little ways up here. They're not very far along, but they certainly aren't in the backfield anymore, so... And they're making a little bit of room there, so... They're setting up for a pretty decent drive. On to Uncultured Club. You know, that's one of the things I've grown to really like the dodge ability and stunting and all that sort of thing. In a way, I almost prefer that over block, because while block will you know, make it on those ties, this allows you to not be knocked down when you otherwise would. And here comes a blitz into the back. Gonna hit Mr. Long Stick, into the no-nos. Right into one of his other players. Now he's gonna surround him with the other players to keep him from going anywhere. And a double knockdown. Yeah, that's what happens when you headbutt a tree like that. Yeah, see, maybe a strongman circus performer. Oh, he's a wolfman, Wolfburner. But yeah, not that good. Ooh, smack in the face. Now Small Minds trying to make a hole for themselves to get through. And she has the dodge, but yeah, that's what I mean, is I find that comes up more often. Oh, they did it with the ball play, with the ball carrier. The ball carrier is not going anywhere. He's going to stay there while they just knock some of them around. And with the sidestep, they're going to be able to stay in his face, so he may not be going anywhere next round either. This will give the humans enough time to maneuver over there. Instead, they're just going to kind of be boneheaded over here on this side. Oh! Yeah, that's right. No, we're still on Small Minds. Sorry, I was so anxious to see what the Uncultured Club will do. Alright, Small Minds getting more of their players over there to guard them, to try to knock a hole through. Gonna knock into Tattoo. Bleh! Some of the stuff happening here is more or less just a, well, I can't get away from you, so I'm just going to deal with you and make room for this guy who's now Uncultured Club is confident they're going to be able to get the ball, so they're going to just put somebody downfield, a couple of people downfield to catch the ball. Thompson twins and Susie. That might have been actually a mistake on their part, because it might be a little overconfident. Oh, well, we're going to knock into him now, and the ball is free, so maybe it isn't too much confidence. Here he goes, oh, what? All right, she's gonna make room, knocking right into Blind Date. You do not want to throw Blind Date into the ball. He didn't manage to pick it up, but see, he has managed to find his way to the end zone a couple of times there. But she did knock him into there. The ball went free, and it's in the middle of sort of that group of people there from both teams. So, could be anybody's ball at this point. Now have Small Minds getting up. and they're going to knock one of the Uncultured Club into the ball. Although this time, Mario Speedwagon is not picking up that ball. He is unconscious, and somebody's apparently dragging his body off the field because he's no longer there. And the ball, he just landed on the ball. I guess that's what happens when you fall on a spiky death ball. Oh, and now Small Minds has it. Lint Monkey has got the ball. He ran right into one of their players, having the confidence that she'll be able to be knocked out of the way, and she is. And he's going to create defense behind him to make sure those two catchers cannot get to him. But they're going to run around the other side, going in for a blitz, knocking him in too. Yeah, I'm not going to be knocking him down. And Lint Monkey is down, and the ball is free. And still, their turn. They're going to the Uncultured Club's going to knock away one of the halflings away from the ball, make sure he can't get to it, and try to send somebody else over there. Actually, this was a bad move. Unfortunately, he knocked the player into the way of the ball. If he had just left it, this player here could have run over and picked up the ball. Instead, he knocked it over closer to the ball. And, yeah, that one, what's his name? Beastie Boy was able to knock him down in frenzy, but, oh, well, actually, that was pretty smart. Okay, cleared out of the way, and Adam Antisocial was able to get it. But it was picked up, intercepted by, oh my god, is that the same one as, I believe it is. It is Blind Date again. Blind Date jumped up, got that ball. If Blind Date is not the, does not wind up being MVP of both teams, there is no God, and I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to inform the clerics of that. That was an incredible interception. That could have been caught by the Uncultured Club catcher, and he could have been, who is that anyway? That's Thompson Twin. He had the clear road to the end zone. That would have been a touchdown and a win by Uncultured Club. But instead, now you have the Small Minds are pushing through and knocking them down all over the place, all through that center field. Everybody they have is over there on that left side. They only have one person left over here, Art of Noise, to stop against some of those big guys and against that all-star player, Blind Date, who really just has a clear view to that end zone. He may be short and slow, but wow, and he also Tattoo went over here to block against Thompson Twins, so he went from being a catcher going for the end zone to a tackler trying to catch up. But now, Blind Date has been KO'd. He has been knocked out of this by, who is that? Art of Noise. Art of Noise was the only one, as I said, was the only one who could get there, and I said he had that big wall to go through, but he found a way to just run right around that wall. That's what happens when you build a wall. Somebody just finds a way around it, or they get a ladder. And here we go. They're going to start knocking down some of the Small Minds as well. This has turned into sort of a grudge match of just people beating one another up. This has been such a close game. And now a double knockdown. That just, oh, Mr. Longstick, has been injured. It's going to be, okay, it doesn't look like anything long-term. He's just going to join the substitutes. There we go. Sorry about that. Wow, this has been, and that last little double knockdown, really, I think that that says it all about what this game has been. This has just been both teams very close, very even, both just knocking one another senseless. Alright, now, speaking of senseless, the tree is going over here to the Art of Noise, going, keep it down over there! Gonna kick him in the face. Internet Troller goes there, and the Halfling now has the ball. Yumming Pudding Pop has the ball, and he is running with all his might, and slams onto his face, just falls flat on his face there. He has to make that yardage all the way to 2. Is he going to go for it one more? Nope. No, he's just going to go there because on the next turn, which will be the last turn, he needs to be there in order to even try to make that touchdown. Jenny Craig is trying to make a knockdown, but instead frees up some of the players as he gets knocked down. He was covering this one over here, but now that he's knocked down, they are free, and they are going to go running for it. Who is that? It is number 3, Howlin' Oates is trying to get into position to guard against them, but it is their last turn. Thompson Twins gets injured somehow. I missed it, what he was doing, but somehow he injures himself way over there in the backfield. Now it's all up to Small Minds. Mr. Yummy Pudding Pop. Oh, first they're going to try to foul. They cannot resist a foul action. Yummy Pudding Pop could go in for the end zone, and lucky for Small Minds, they did not call on that. Here we go. Can Yummy Pudding Pop get into the end zone and win this game for them? Oh, he's 2 spaces away. Does he have any? Oh, that is it. Even if he had gone for it last turn, he would have made it 1 space away. Oh, that is heartbreaking, and that is going to end it for them. It's going to basically end the game, but are they going to have a little bit of a grudge match here? Just start going around knocking into one another. It looks like it, and yeah, they're going to get themselves knocked out, which is what's going to happen when Small Minds goes against some humans. And that is your game. It winds up being a tie game. These two teams were so evenly matched and so perfect against one another that the tie just seems sort of inevitable. No deaths. Let's see, what was it? Well, you can see all the stats up there. Let's look at the statistics here. Oh, wow, Small Minds, yeah, Small Minds, of course, had the ball a lot longer. It took them a lot longer to do anything, but, of course, the Uncultured Club were able to pass the ball a lot more successfully. And there you can see pretty much everybody, all the different things. The 1 interception sustained, that was really that was an extraordinary jump. Let's see. Actually, who was that, now, here's the... I really do feel that the MVP doesn't mean anything. I do wish that the Blood Bowl makers would figure out something, because this is not the way it should be. I mean, very clearly, you all saw it. Blind Date was by far the MVP of Small Minds. I mean, there was nobody else. Now, Werner, I can see on the... Beastie Boy, yeah, he did very well for Uncultured Club. That would probably make sense for that one. But Big, Ugly, and Dumb, we hardly saw him do anything. He knocked some people down. I'm sorry, but... Blind Date was much more effective. Alright, let's see the SPP. Big, Ugly, and Dumb got more. I don't understand this. Well, there we go. Blind Date got 8. I thought at the top it was the most. Blind Date with 8 SPP, which is absolutely right. Beastie Boy was kind of all over the place, so he got 7. Alright, and then, yeah, it's interesting. Uncultured Club got a lot more, but it makes sense. Small Minds, you just had Blind Date running all over that field and doing everything. That was actually rather hilarious that it was a snotling who did that. I'm sure they're called something else in this, but I call them snotlings. Anyway, that's it for our first game. We'll watch for our next game, and you'll be able to see how this league continues. We have 4 teams in this competition. These were 2. You're going to see the other 2 in the next one. That's it for now. Thank you for all watching, and happy gaming, y'all.